Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. Our mini-mall is up there mini-malling. It's got quite a bit of an iron shortage right now, but we are buffering up some items. We are getting some things built. We have 112 red belt, 34 undergrounds, and 22 splitters. So things are being built rather slowly. We just got to give that thing time, and it'll work out eventually. We're not making near enough iron for it. Or gears, for that matter. We're deficient in a lot of areas, but one thing we do have a lot of is time and space. So we can just wait that out. We have some planning to do. And I would like to get that started. I would like to go ahead and start working on the smelting stuff, and I would like to do that in this area right here. I mean, we've got so much space. But right here in the middle seems like a good a spot as any to start. So we're going to have some space up here for trains to come in that are going to be bringing ores and things like that. Let's go ahead and just put a line here somewhere. Maybe like there. That's where we'll start that. We'll build our stations to bring that in, and then down here we will lay out our smelters. Let's see. Let's hit B real quick and grab some blueprint books. Butterfly, I do not want that. Blue station, not yet. I do want the rail book. Let's grab that. And I should have one. Station rails. Yes, I want that one. The strip mall, we're gonna need that here eventually, not now. Let's grab the red station book for now. The red stations are the ones with the red belts. Smelting book, definitely. And red belt balancers, let's grab that as well. All of these blueprint books, well, with the exception of the balancer book, I downloaded that off the internet. These were all built in my series Kitch's Blueprint book, if you're curious about them. The rail is my rail system, basically, that has all the pieces in order to build a rail network. The station rails are a bunch of just little miscellaneous rail pieces like stackers and things like that that are useful. The red station book are loading and unloading stations that use red belt, and the smelting book is all of my smelting setups. And I don't know that I'm going to be building a lot of this because, you know, we're waiting for mall stuff to build, but we can go ahead and get this stuff laid out. Now, let's think about this. Just being vigilant here. Okay, so this is going to be our in-rail for these stations. I've been known to lay these stations out backwards. I do it quite often. It's one of my favorite things to do. All right, that'll come down like this, right where these rocks are. And I'm gonna just kind of skirt this forest, I believe. I don't want to, even though we have robots, I don't want to deal with that if I don't have to. Okay, now let's grab our red station book. Now, this is going to be bringing in ore and coal and smeltable things. So we want an unloading station, and I do believe I want these to be 4-car trains. Yeah. And I think actually this one's going to end up being the coal station, but for now we'll just go ahead and lay that down like that. Let's see, I've got stack inserters and stuff like that. I don't want them. I wish I could just do it to where they would deconstruct things. The robots, that is, and not build stuff. That would be optimal. Why are you being silly? There we go. That's what we want right there. Is that a good angle? Yes. All right, so our station will come down like that. And we will just get all the stations we need to unload the stuff. In this book, I also have the unloading stuff. Yeah, these right here. So that'll come down like that. Okay. And can we fit, what is this, 8 lines coming in? Can we fit a balancer in here? That would be optimal. Let's see, 8 to 8. I don't remember if this is the good 8 to 8 or if it's the goofy 8 to 8. This looks like a pretty good one to me. Or does it? There was one that I didn't like. Let's grab our blue one because I know it's in the blue one. 8 to 8. Yeah, that one's a tile. That's the same one. That one's a tile thinner. I like that. I like that better. And we got plenty of room for it. But it's blue. That's fine. I don't know what I'll do. I guess I'll go through and just manually place this all because I don't think you can use the upgrade planner to... Actually, can you? Let's see if we can do that. We want... Oh, they put the from in too. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. That is so much better. We want to go from that to that. From... No. That to that. And from that to that. Are you gonna do that for me? Oh, fantastic. That's much better than what I was going to do. All right, and that'll go like that, and then you will come out like this. Don't know what I'm doing. There we go. And that looks like a pretty decent station to me. I think we could probably copy and paste that on down. Very good. Very good indeed. All right, so we're going to need a station bringing in coal, one bringing in stone. I think just one bringing in iron and just one bringing in copper. I think that's it. I'm shooting for 1 science a second. That's what I'm shooting for, and I believe we can do it with this. Just that, except that we're going to want to. We don't need nearly this much for coal. Not nearly this much at all. We can take half of this out, I believe. And just do 2 cars, I believe, for that. And that would turn this into a 4x4 balancer, which is a little bit more reasonable. We should have that in the book, and granted, I have this etched in my soul, so I definitely know how to make those. But we got it in the book. Let's go ahead and use it. Yeah, that would be like that. And let's see, we'll do the same for this, because for the stone, we don't need nearly that much either. Take you guys all out. But for the copper and the iron, I do want full trains going in there. And I'm hoping this is going to be enough. I think it should be. If my calculations here are correct, and sometimes they are. Okay, that'll go like that. That'll go like that. And probably would be cool to set up some roboports and stuff and get all that moving. Let's see, what else are we going to need? I'm going to go ahead and throw in an additional station here. Boy, I sure would like to get the spacing correct. We'll eyeball it. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Oh yeah, we can line that up right there. We'll have an additional station coming in here for doing just like a passenger station, a building station is what I generally call them, even though they're really not used for building. It's my own personal little transport thing. And we'll just go ahead and leave a space like that for that train to come in. And probably want to leave a lot of additional room as well. But that is something we can worry about later. I just wanted to kind of get things spaced out a little bit. So we'll have that set up. Okay, let's come down here and let's get to work on doing some smelting things. We're going to need to smelt copper. Let's start with a stone smelter. Let's leave a bit of a gap here and start smelting maybe right there. We'll need a smelter for some stone. We don't need nearly that much, but it's a good start. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I think that's the spacing that I want. So that will be for stone. And then we're going to need, how many copper is it? I believe it is actually 7. 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Let's do this differently. Let's take all you guys out and do 2, 3, 4, and we'll do these in groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these will be our 7 copper, and it's actually, I think it's like 6.1 of these stacks that we need, which is super obnoxious. But it's better to have too much than not enough. And we're going to have 8 lines of copper coming in off our train, so that should work out fine. Now, we don't need nearly this much stone. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we can get by with that much. Let's go ahead and take it a step down, and we will do that right here. We'll cut the stone off right there. There we go, and that line can continue to come down, but we just don't need that much. Okay, that'll be the copper setup. And for iron, I believe we're only going to need 4 of those. So that will be iron. And then we're going to need 3 for steel, which is going to be over here. I'm going to say we actually need more iron, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3 will be our steel setup. All right, that's quite a bit of smelting there. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. But that should get us all good and set up. And then what we'll have, you can't see that from that map, is we'll bring all this stuff down, And then we'll have another layer of stations up here that'll be all about grabbing that stuff and loading it and sending it down our main line. We're also going to have... let's see, something... We're going to have to get raw stone coming down, so we'll probably run an extra line coming down here. We're going to need raw coal coming down, so we'll have another couple lines coming down here. And, boy, I don't know how much space we need to leave here, but I do want to leave a lot. Because we have a lot of space, so we might as well just utilize it. Let's get... Does that look excessive? Yes. But excessive is going to be okay. All right, and I have been doing 2-car stations. Generally, in my Factorio playthroughs. I think I want to try to do it with 1 car. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I think with the way that this is going to work when it's set up, I think it's actually going to be okay. I may be eating those words. That is definitely a possibility. We don't want an unloading station. We actually want a loading station. Where did those go? Loading, 2-car. Load on the left. Yeah, that's fine. But I only want 1 of those. Think that is what I want. And yeah, I know that seems I know it seems ridiculous. And it may very well be. We may have to go through and redesign all this, but I think it's gonna work. I really do. Just looking over the numbers because the stations, it's not like we're going to be running, we're not populating a full bus, right? We're just going to be populating one little area. And there's one science, I think, that it may be a concern on. But I think for the most part, it's going to work out. It's going to work out just fine. And if not, you know, it's a series about me being impractical. And this... One car trains, feeding a factory, that is unpractical. Impractical. That's what I meant to say. All right, yeah, so something like this right here. And we'll probably only need 1. Let's see, we're going to need maybe 1 for coal. I don't know. Actually, maybe more for coal. Maybe 2 for coal. And 1 for stone. 1 for stone bricks. Let's see, we're going to be producing 7 lines coming out. I may have to think about that a little bit. I don't think I want... We could do a 7 to 8 and then do 4 stations for copper. We'll just have to see how that works. And then we'll need maybe 2 for steel and 2 for iron. 2 for iron, 2 for steel. Seem reasonable? None of this seems reasonable. I'm confident that it'll work. Somewhat confident that it'll work. A little bit confident that it'll work. Boy, it seems like such a waste with all these little 1-car stations. It seems like they have a very, very big footprint. But that's okay. That's what we want, and that's what we shall do. This line right here might get a little busy as well. I'm not sure. We might look into having multiple ways out, maybe multiple ways in. Split this up into 2 areas. We'll just see how that goes. That's one of the reasons why I like to leave a lot of space. All right, that's a lot of stuff to build. A lot of stuff to build. I would like to let's go up here to the mall real quick and just see how things are progressing. Do I have a car? Yes. I think we're here. All right, let's see. We got power poles built. Let's go ahead and grab some of those. Big power poles. Let's go ahead and grab some of those. How are inserters working? Very, very good. Belt is being built. All this stuff looks fantastic. We are going to need a bunch of furnaces. We're going to need a ton of inserters. We're going to need a ton of belt for all this stuff to get built. And what do we need to make roboports? Can we not make roboports? We can. A bunch of iron, a bunch of steel, and a bunch of advanced circuits. All right, I may look into doing that, and then we can just auto build that stuff with robots. I think that's going to be a very, very good way to go about doing things. And that may mean we may need some of this stuff. You've got a lot of engines. What do you guys need? You need just green circuits. We've got some of those. Yeah, we can just get some of this stuff built. And get some more robots out there, and I think that'll be just excellent. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Boy, it's going to be quite a base, and then we have to worry about defending that. Oh boy, defending it. Let's see. For laser turrets, we just need a lot more power to get laser turrets. I think we could actually get them if we had military science. But boy, they're just going to require a lot of power. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode where we can start building this stuff out and yeah, start building the base. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.